Back to another video with the clueless car guy. Now, I recently went stage 2 on my Fiesta ST. Now, for people who don't know what these cars are in terms of stages, that's a bigger intercooler, an uprated intake, and a full exhaust and cat. Now, sports cat or D-cat, whatever. Now I'm going to talk about how much this cost me. We're going to look at all the dyno figures from stock to stage 1 to stage 2. And I'm going to talk a bit about how much difference it made. I think you're going to be very surprised because a lot of people told me that there wasn't much difference between stage 1 and stage 2. Now, to get this work done, I went to AJ Motorsport in Essex and I was tuned with LED Performance. Now, a lot of you might know that stage 1 to stage 2 isn't considered a big increase, and this car was originally stage 1, so just had software on it. Now, today I want to look at the graphs because I have the graphs from stock to stage 1, from stock to stage 2, and from stage 1 to stage 2. And I want to go through the power, sort of the different power bands, the peak figures, etc. And also I kind of want to look through what the health check revealed on this car because you might not expect it. Before we go inside and take a look at the dynos, I just want to explain what hardware I had for this to be stage 2. So I've got the AirTech stage 2 intake with the Voodoo pipe. Down here, there is a stage 3 AirTech intercooler. And the reason that I went for a stage 3 one is because it gives me the option of going stage 3 in the future. And obviously it just lets more air in. It's a more efficient intercooler. And then obviously we've got, I think, a 2.75 inch Miltech catback with a 3 inch Cobra sports cap. First, let's take a look at the sort of general health checks and the things that were done. So the most important thing was the compression tests and checking the cylinder liners for cracks, which is a big common problem on these, I believe, because these cars get too hot and that causes the cracks. Compression was 195, 195, 190, 190. So really high, really solid compression, and there wasn't any that were too far apart. And as you can see here, there were no cracks in the cylinder. Did a full service done as well. Had a battery missing top cover, which I've now put on. Selector seal replaced because I think there's a bit of a leak. The only thing I need to keep in mind of is a minor oil leak from the sump, but they said to just keep an eye on that with every service that I do. So I do really want to thank AJ Motorsport as well because they were very accommodating and they did stock runs, stage 1 runs and stage 2 runs for me. So stock, this car was running 205. I believe they have sort of an overboost which puts it up to 200, but I assume because I had all the hardware fitted, I got another sort of 5 brake horsepower. And then stage 1, I was running 225. Now, they said that this was a good stage 1. I believe you can get stronger stage 1s with other companies, but this was a bit more of a generic company. But honestly, they said it was a nice map. There was nothing wrong with it at all. And then the LED Performance stage 2, we got 235 horsepower and 309 pound-feet of torque, which I believe is about 418, which is getting on for the torque that some stage 3 cars have. Now, some of you might be thinking 235, that's not a lot. Well, their dyno is a very honest dyno. You'll see people quoting up to 250 horsepower. All I'll say is that this car feels totally different, and I can almost guarantee that it would be on par with a lot of cars that claim to be 250 horsepower, because from what I've seen, the stock turbo really maxes out at 240. So I was really happy with these figures, especially the torque. 418 newton meters of torque is really strong on a stage 2 car. So how different does this car actually feel going from stage 1 to stage 2? And actually, how much did this cost me to go from stage 1 to stage 2? Well, first off, I want to say that there was a huge difference. I drove home, I went up to Essex with my mum, we stayed in a hotel, we had a little getaway. Drove home and I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest. I was thinking, people have told me there's not much difference. Obviously, you're looking at peak figures went from 225 to 235. You're not talking a big amount at all. Drove home, and the second I put my foot down, I was going sort of already like 60 on a dual carriageway, put my foot down just to see how much it would pull, and the difference was instant. Like, the strength in how it pulled had changed dramatically, and obviously I had a few more plays with it, not as much as I could because mum was in the car, obviously a little bit more weight. Put my foot down at low speeds and it pulled, like, it felt really quick. Now, my stage one I was actually quite happy with, but like it didn't really feel capable. It didn't really feel like it pulled strong. It just kind of pulled quite well, if that makes sense. So the next day, mum out the car, obviously, I think I went to the gym or work or something, and I really had a proper play with it. And this car felt completely different. The way it pulled, it actually felt like a quick car. Now, I'm sure a lot of that is to do with the torque, feeling quick and not actually being that much quicker. But I couldn't believe the difference. And obviously, a lot of people who said there was no difference from stage one to stage two was not the case at all. I love the car, and obviously I was going to go stage three, big turbo, but I'm happy with where it's at the moment. And due to some like financial stuff, I kind of want to save to move out. So yeah, I would highly recommend going from stage one to stage two. I don't think it's as small of a difference as people make it out to be. So how much did all of this cost? Now I've got the receipt here. So this is a breakdown of the cost. So I got the cam belt done, I got a full service done, I got the rear bushes poly bushed, obviously the stage 2 tuning, fitted a torque mount, but they actually did that for free. AirTech stage 3 intercooler supplied and fitted, selector tower seal, fitting selector tower seal, and then some like other, couple bits that they need to use. Now, in total, this was £2,070, which actually I don't think is bad at all. Actually, it's 2,270 because I also put a deposit down of £220. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I was getting a lot of the work done anyway, so I kind of just told them to anything they spotted, just get it done, get it sorted. But yeah, I don't think that price is, they do things at a very good price. They're used to doing these cars, they do things quite quickly. So I was overall very happy with my experience. So yeah, in conclusion, 230 horsepower and 480 newton meters of torque it's good in a light car. It's fun, it's enjoyable. It is starting to feel a bit slower, as you know how it goes. And maybe I'll look at stage 3 at some point, but I'm happy with the cars, happy with the service for AJ Motorsport, big shout out to them, happy with the mapping from LED. And yeah, I'm glad I went from stage one to stage 2, and actually all that I needed to do was the intercooler, because I had the intake, I had the exhaust, so all I needed with it was the intercooler. So it only cost me, say, £1,000 for the intercooler and the mapping. So yeah, if you're enjoying these videos, then please do subscribe. Peace out.